Right, so in this video we'll be using an SVG file to create a three-dimensional model of the Ferrari logo. So we'll open up Fusion 360, create a new workspace, go to your toolbar, insert, SVG, we'll select the bottom plane, right, we'll go to the right, select the file button to insert an SVG. It will take us to our last saved place, which happens to be our Ferrari USB folder, which is what we want. So we'll select our Ferrari logo SVG file, press open. So this will automatically import the logo to the origin because we set it up in Adobe Illustrator that way, and we've also already made it the size that we want. So we'll press enter. So now we have a sketch for the Ferrari USB. So we'll just put some parameters around it and make sure that our USB will fit inside. So on the right in our sketch panel, we'll go construction. We'll go up to the top left to go sketch, rectangle, 2 point. Select the origin, drag it out. So we know that by looking at this value, this edge is around 37.5. So we'll go press tab and select our folder, and we'll go 37.5. Press tab again, which will go to our other dimension, which looks like it will be 51. So we'll go 51, tab, which these two are now locked. Then press enter. So because we selected the origin, we have black lines, which means that this rectangle is fixed in place. So next what we'll do is we'll make a center line through the center of this file. So we'll go sketch, line, we'll select the top face, and we'll select the bottom line. Alright, notice how it is yellow, it means it's not fully fixed. So what we'll do is we'll dimension it. So we'll go sketch, sketch dimension, we'll select the line that we want to dimension and another reference line, and we'll click down to set that point. And what we'll do is, because we have a fixed value for the width, we'll select this dimension and then we'll divide by 2 to get halfway. Press enter. Alright, so now we have a halfway line through the middle of this image. So now we will put the cut line where the cap goes. So we'll draw a line from side to side. And again, it is yellow, we need to dimension it. So we'll press D for dimension as a quick key on the keyboard. And we'll come up, select the other line, and then click. And we'll make this 15 millimeters. Enter. So now we have the cut line for the lid of the USB. We'll neaten up the sketches a little bit, just drag them out a bit. Alright, so now we'll put a line in to represent where the USB will go. So we'll do a center point rectangle this time in the sketch down, and then we'll press center, click, and then we'll dimension this. So we'll go 12.5 to allow clearance on a 12mm USB, and then we'll go 36 to allow clearance on a 35mm cut down USB. Press enter. So again, it is yellow, it isn't dimensioned. So we'll go press D to dimension. We'll select the top line and our fixed cut line point, and we want that to be 12.5 to allow clearance on the lid of the USB. And then we will go down to the right sketch panel, select coincident, select that, go to the center point of the rectangle, and then click the center line of the sketch that we put on. This will lock the rectangle. As you can see, it's gone black. So now that Fusion 360 knows that everything in this rectangle is locked in and it knows that nothing can move. So once we've done that, we can actually change this cut line, this horizontal one, back to a physical line by going Sketch Panel and unclick Construct. This means that it is an actual line where all these other dotted lines are just representations. So once we've done that, we can again neaten up our sketch lines. Not necessary, but it does help when looking at sketches. So we go Stop Sketch. So now we have our sketch of the Ferrari logo. We'll go Create, Extrude, and we will just extrude the body panels, because as we'll be cutting this, we want individual bodies for each part of the Ferrari logo. So we'll do the body part first. So we'll go Extrude, and we'll go -3 mm. We will be using 3mm acrylic to cut the top face and the bottom face. And we'll go down just so we stay below the origin. So then we'll press OK. Then we can go back to the left and go Sketches and click the light bulb and turn that sketch back on. And we'll go Create another extrusion, and we'll select the rest of the body part, and we'll go again -3. Wait for it to load, change it to -3. And so the operation on the side here is saying it's going to join the bodies, which we don't want. We want individual bodies. So we will go New Body, OK. So there we go, we have the bottom face. And now we will do the same thing for the top. We'll go Extrude, Create, Extrude. Click on the outer face first. We'll go -3. New Body. Wait for it to load. OK. Extrude again. Select the other 3 bodies for the lid, and we'll go -3. New Body. OK. So now we can turn our sketch off, and we have an individual body that we can laser cut out in multiple colors so that we can have a Ferrari logo that looks good. Alright, so next what we'll do is we'll go to the bottom side and we'll work down. We will select the outer face of the logo, select it, go Sketch, Create Sketch, and what we'll do is we will actually just project the horse and the legs through by going Sketch, Project, Project. So this way, for further down the track when we want to take a DXF file out, we have a sketch that we know has only lines that we want to cut on it. So now we've got the horse projected, and what we'll do is we'll go Sketch, Line again, and we'll go across the cut line. This will close the sketch represented by the yellow, and then we can go, also before we finish the sketch, we can turn on the original first sketch, and we can see the dotted line. And what we'll do is we'll go Project again. So we go Sketch, Project, and we will select the dotted lines. This will project them through as a solid line. Once we've done that, we will have a closed USB, which we can see. We'll go OK, Stop Sketch. So now we've done that, we can rotate a bit, look at it, turn the first sketch off. We can then go Extrude, and we can see how it has a place that's cut out for the USB in the middle, which we'll leave that, and then we will extrude. And as the USB is 4 mm thick, we'll allow a clearance of 0.5 as we're 3D printing this middle part. So we'll go 4.5. And then on the right, we'll go operations, new body, as we want to 3D print this part, not laser cut it, and go OK. So we can do the same thing for the lid. Go sketch, create new sketch, we'll select the outer part again, and this is already done enclosed in this part of the sketch where the detail is. So then all we have to do is close it on the last little bit and go line along the cut line, which closes in this final part of the lid. Then we can go stop sketch. Actually, we can't. We will go back so we can project the USB. So what we can do is go to the left where it says sketch 3, go double right click, we'll go edit sketch, as we forgot to project the USB through because we need a cutout for the USB in the lid. So then again we'll go sketch, project, and we'll project the USB lines through that we did in our original sketch. This allows us to make it easier when we want to cut away. So then we can go OK, stop sketch. So now we have a sketch that when we go create extrusion, we can then just select the parts that we want to extrude, and it will leave out a cut in the middle. We come back up the top here and we missed a little piece, so we'll select that piece as well. Alright, so then we will again go 4.5, as that's what we want the dimension to be. Operation, new body. Okay. So that gets to you through the first two main stages of building this USB. We will then, in the next video, finish making the other side, the bottom half of the USB, and putting some color on the 3D model, and then exporting DXF files.